Hi everybody, welcome to Kids Continued. I'm so glad that you are here with us this week, and I hope you have had a great week. We've had some really wonderful, nice, warm, sunny days. So we are in our series on parables, and what we are going to look at today is the parable of the lost sheep. So I have a sheep somewhere. Here is my sheep. Okay, he's kind of big and fluffy and really cute. And the sheep in our story obviously aren't like big and fluffy and cute like this. Probably fluffy, but I feel like they maybe smell a little bad. I don't know about you guys, but if I've gone to a farm and I've seen sheep, they haven't really smelled that great. But that's besides the point. So back to our parable. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen or been to a farm where they have sheep and there's a shepherd that looks after them. So this parable is Jesus talking to the people, and he's putting it in a story and creating and explaining a situation that is part of the people's lives. So lots of people used to farm. Maybe they were growing seeds like last week's parable, or they were farmers that had livestock and had sheep. So the shepherds would look after the sheep. They would be with them a lot of the time. They'd know which one liked this kind of grass or which one liked to wander around a bit, and they probably even gave them names. They cared about them. So what happened in this story is Jesus says that if one sheep wandered off, went for a walk, maybe he found, oh, there's some nice grass over there, and they thought it would taste better. Whatever it was, if he had one sheep that wandered off and walked away, would he not go look for him and fetch him? And he did. A shepherd who cares about his sheep and cares about his flock would leave the ones that are in the spot where he wants them to be, and he'd go and look for the other sheep, because a shepherd would care for them. He'd chase off animals that would want to come and hurt them or attack them, and he'd make sure that they get to drink water, find some shade when it's really hot, and get lots of food to eat. So this parable explains to us just how much Jesus cares for us, how much God cares for us, that if we are lost and out there in the wilderness, somewhere where we're not supposed to be, Jesus and God are there for us, and they want to change where we are in a situation that's maybe not the best place for us, even if we don't see it, and bring us back to the rest of the group, to the group where they are safe and there's enough food and enough water and protection under God. Now, some people may wonder, but what happens to the sheep that are left by themselves while the shepherd's looking for the sheep that's wandered off and wasn't listening? Well, those sheep are safe. They're in an area and protected where the shepherd wants them to be. They're safe in that spot. But he cares for the other one that's gone and wandered off. So this is like in our lives, when people have wandered off, they lost, they don't know who God is, or they know who God is, but they've wandered off in their own direction and not listening to what God has said and the life that God wants for us, because God knows what is best for us, even when we don't see it. There are people in your life who maybe don't go to church and don't read their Bible and don't really want much to do with God or Jesus, and that's okay, because it's their choice. But God still knows who they are. God is looking for them and searching for them. And you are in a position in your life, because you know them, that you're able to share your Sunday school lessons or what you've read in the Bible with them, and also to show who Jesus is through your actions and the way that you speak to them. So just because people are lost in the world doesn't mean they are by themselves. God is still there with them, trying to grab hold of them and lead them back to where he wants them to be. I hope you guys have a good week. We will continue with our parables next week, and maybe you find some time to share this Bible story or share any Bible story that you have heard with someone who maybe doesn't know God or someone who hasn't read the Bible. You are able to share God's love with them because God is in you. He has given you a spirit that is strong and courageous and full of love to share that with other people. Hope you guys have a great week. Bye.